Welcome back to True Biblical History. Today, we dive into one of the most famous yet most misunderstood accounts in the Bible, the story of Noah, the flood, and God's covenant promise. Many know it as a children's story with animals marching two by two, but beneath that surface lies rebellion, judgment, salvation, and covenant. Themes that echo all the way into the New Testament. Let's uncover the deeper truths of Noah's day. First, we will look at the world before the flood. Genesis 6:5-7. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth. This wasn't just people being careless, it was total corruption. Violence filled the earth. Every thought of man was bent toward evil. And the text makes it personal. God was grieved. He didn't judge out of indifference, he judged out of sorrow. Then came the rebellion. Genesis 6:1-4. And it came to pass when men began to multiply, the sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. There were giants in the earth in those days. This rebellion ran deeper than human sin. Spiritual beings, the sons of God, crossed boundaries and took human wives. Their offspring, the Nephilim, were giants, mighty but corrupt. 2 Peter 2, verses 4 and 5. For if God spared not the angels that sinned, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah. Jude 1, verses 6 and 7. And the angels which kept not their first estate, even as Sodom and Gomorrah. This explains why the flood wasn't light judgment. It was God restoring order to a world unraveling. Noah's righteousness, Genesis 6:8-9. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with God. Noah wasn't sinless, but he was set apart. While the world ran headlong into corruption, Noah walked with God. His life became the thread of mercy God would preserve. The ark as salvation. Genesis 6:14. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch. The ark was massive, over 450 feet long, and the Hebrew word for pitch is related to atonement. Just as the ark was covered, sealing Noah from judgment, Christ's atonement seals his people from wrath. Then came the flood, Genesis 7:10-12. The same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. Before this, the earth was watered by a mist. Rain had never fallen. So Noah preached a warning about something unseen. Faith in the unseen. The fountains of the deep burst open. Underground waters erupted. The windows of heaven opened. Rain poured for the first time. Creation itself collapsed. In Genesis 1, God separated waters above and below. In Genesis 7, he lets them crash back together. Uncreation. How was life inside the ark? Inside Noah, his family and the animals rode out the storm. Imagine the darkness, the pounding rain, the creaking wood as waters rose, 40 days and nights of rain, but then months more as the waters prevailed. Genesis 7:24. And the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. The ark came to rest only after long waiting. Faith wasn't just in building the ark, it was in enduring the unknown inside it. Salvation doesn't always feel dramatic. Sometimes it feels like waiting, trusting while storms rage outside. In the end, God provides the covenant promise, Genesis 9:12 and 13. And God said, This is the token of the covenant which I make. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. The rainbow is God's war bow, turned upward, away from earth. It is restraint. It is grace. Genesis 8:4 says the ark rested upon the mountains of Ararat. To this day, stories persist of remains high in those ranges. Whether seen or not, the ark's resting place testifies to survival, God's preservation of life. The flood teaches that sin brings death, but God provides a way through covenant. For Noah, it was the ark and the rainbow. For us, it is Christ and his cross. Judgment is real, but so is mercy.